Hello everybody, welcome to Feedstuffs and Beef Magazine. I'm Sarah Muirhead, and we are coming to you from CattleCon 2026 here in Nashville, Tennessee. We have Zac Carlson, Technical Service Manager of Ruminants for IFF North America. Welcome, Zac.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to talk about Omni-Bos CB and its positioning in the U.S. calf raising market. I'd like to have you describe for us who IFF is, and just tell what your role is with the company.
Yeah, so IFF, we manufacture feed additives that focus on rumen health, gut health, and as well as increasing nutrient digestibility in diets.
So how would you describe IFF within the beef cattle and beef on dairy sector, particularly in terms of capabilities and value that you bring to the market?
We really focus on strategic needs within the industry. And so our advantage in that sense is the ability to then take a look at different segments of the industry where there are needs from us and that align with our product portfolio and then look at those things. So again, looking at gut health and where that's really important, and we think about, calves entering calf raising facilities and things along those lines and how important that is, as well as cattle entering feedlots and dealing with all those stressors.
How do you describe IFF's role in supporting healthier and more resilient calves?
So we have we look at all aspects of what that whole value chain. And so within gut health and looking at healthier calves, we have a product, Omni-Bos CB, as you mentioned. And so that is a Bacillus-based microbial feed additive that targets gut health at the sense of reducing the need for treatments through, and our research showing that need for medical intervention, as well as then, of course, targeting mortality. The beef on dairy market has just gotten crazy in that sense.
Yeah.
And animal health always needs to be at the priority of everything, but now it's more important than ever.
You mentioned beef on dairy. Is this really an area that's of interest to IFF and your technologies have some strong application to that area?
Yeah, as we think about the value chain of beef and how that has changed given our tight supplies of cattle, that beef on dairy market has really gained a lot of attention, right? And a lot of focus in all aspects of our industry. And so we've really tuned in on that as a way of, we've got this product, Omni-Bos CB, looking at the health status of these cattle and targeting them, and so we've really positioned it well. We think it aligns really well with the need in the industry to focus on these calves. The value that those calves have now is more than ever, and so it's really important to everybody in that process to be targeting and focusing on health.
So how are you positioning your technology, such as Omni-Bos CB, in the calf market, and what should producers expect from the use of the product?
Yeah, so the product itself can be implemented in really any segment of the animal's feed, right? Through the milk replacer or through the starter diet, as well as in a TMR. And so we recommend the time and need for when those calves are at a targeted stress is that from arrival and placement to weaning. And so that's the window, and the best way to apply that product then is through the milk replacer. It's a very targeted, select amount, and so we know and ensure that the cattle have gotten that product.
How does Omni-Bos CB, how is it used on a calf ranch?
Yeah, so looking at those, it would be applied through that diet.
Okay.
In that sense, and again, kind of whether we can it solubilizes in the milk replacer, or we can add it into that starter feed and ensure.
Any final thoughts you want to leave our audience with today?
Well, I just appreciate this time, and thank you very much.
Well, we appreciate you being with us here too. Zac Carlson of IFF North America. Thank you, Zac.
Thank you.
And thank you all for tuning in. For more coverage and conversations from CattleCon, visit beefmagazine.com and feedstuffs.com or our social media channels. For Feedstuffs and Beef Magazine, I'm Sarah Muirhead.